Okay, here we are. Second commentated game for the day on Field 1, Woodville Lacrosse Club. Grand final day, Woodville under-18 boys versus the Brighton Bombers boys. Fantastic conditions. Woodville have set up the fields beautifully marked, beautiful fields. Perfect place to be playing lacrosse today. My colleague Scott Gill said Woodville just have some sort of secret sauce to bringing these sorts of games to life at grand final day, and I made the observation that it was just because it was mid-September we get nicer weather. But beautiful grounds, and hats off to Woodville for all the work they've put in putting us all together. So this should be a really interesting game. So really high talent in these two teams, developing number of under 20 players and alternates in this group. I would like to think probably some future under 20 players coming through this group as well, I would suggest. Always enjoy commentating games like this where we could just see this youth develop. And someone else who I'm sure has the same view as me in that respect is the one and only Mark Mangan, who is joining me for commentary of this game. Now, he's also coached a lot of juniors. He's probably coached some of these kids, I imagine. Coached an under-20 Australian team as well. So this is always an interesting age group for us to commentate and watch, I think, Mark. What do you reckon?
I agree 100%. And as you said before, there's definitely some future Australian players in this team. And it's always good to see how they develop.
That's it. Who's going to win?
Well,
have you watched many of these games during the year?
I've watched a few, but without being biased, I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah. Who in the face-off? Riley Attenborough. So under 20 Australian face-off player against Woodville's number. Didn't see his number there. 19. Riley's won that fairly comfortably. Let me just find that 19. Morris, that was. Taking the face off there for Woodville. Okay. Riley controlling the ball offensively. Played a lot of short stick midi-D for us over in JG, and he did that fantastically. Such a versatile player. Such a competitor, massive competitor.
Yeah, you're spot on there. He's certainly got quite a big heart and a lot of passion, that young man.
Yeah.
Look, I think keys to this will obviously be the face-off for both teams, and obviously I think the goalkeeping makes a huge part of this game. And as you know, Henry, just coming back from a World Cup, two pretty important parts of your team, winning the draw and stopping goals.
That's right. Well, real strengths on both ends of the field there. So Woodville, Liam Philippa in cage, who's an outstanding goalkeeper, and certainly one for future Australian teams we would like to think, or certainly a prospect. And then the face-off, Riley Attenborough for Brighton, two of the standout players that we're going to watch today.
Absolutely.
Nice little outlet there. Dangerous little outlet. Oh, and here's Toby Virgo, speaking of Australian players.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Little toe drag.
A little bit of lairising. Potentially could have just thrown the ball to the first pass that he saw, but who am I to get away in the way of something that looks good?
Well, that's right. Don't ever worry about that, Robert.
Sorry.
Oh, look, you're spot on, and sitting back here is always easy to say. That should have gone to a certain player, but the heat of the moment, bit of rush of blood. Toe drag.
From a long pole. Oh, that's a beautiful looking sight and a nice finish.
Lovely feed from Tyler Mead to Bailey Attenborough there.
Bailey, yeah, good combination, those two. Do they work well together?
Well, apparently they work very well together. That was a lovely little goal there, and a flag on the play, but I think it's been waved off due to it only being a push. But yeah, no, lovely pass from the 45 into the crease, which is a great thing to see.
So some coaches have said to me often it just comes down to combinations, having good combinations on the field. Maybe those two have got a bit of a combination going. They look like they made passes in tight spaces there. Really hard to stop those sorts of goals. They put the ball in the right spot. Super hard to stop from a very good goalie like Liam. That's a great way to get scoring against Liam. Make him turn.
Oh, any goalie.
Yeah,
but
right.
You're spot on there with the combinations, I think, over the course of years. And I could show my age and mention a few big combinations of Australian lacrosse players that have worked very well together. And the more we can promote that, I think the better off we'll be.
Yep. Kennedy Can. Who was Lynch's hookup man? Who was hooking him up? I think Jennings, Hill, maybe?
I think probably Johnny Hill to Lynchy. I definitely think from from a Brighton perspective, Roger to Attenborough to Raggett was a huge connection. I know in our World Cup, Chrissy Warren and Dogger Brown, Chris Brown from Vic and Chrissy Warren from East Fremantle were a great connection. And that, it certainly it helps the game to know your own players and the opposition.
It can make it so much simpler having good combinations. Oh, good hit there. That was a great ground ball. He sort of picked up that ground ball, number 15. What's his name, number 15?
That's Mitchell Webb.
Mitchell Webb. So ground ball, and then he just rolled it to his teammate's advantage when he knew he was going to come out of the pump. Pretty courageous for a smaller guy in the field because he got hit by one of the bigger guys.
Yes, that's you're spot on there. It was a good endeavour to come up with a ground ball, and then we pick the ground ball up due to a nice little push in the back, and we get the ball. Oh, sorry, Brighton get the ball.
Yeah.
Sorry, show him my...
No, that's all right. That's why we picked you, because you know some of the guys on the team.
Oh, there you go. I just thought you wanted to sit next to me.
Oh, I do enjoy that, mate. Okay,
Here
there's
we
an
go.
opening on the left hand. Oh, geez, a quick release there with pressure coming.
That's a lovely finish.
It's a courageous little move again, hey? He's got a bit about him.
Yeah, no, the young Mitchell Webb is a young up-and-coming player at Brighton, and you're right, he's got a bit of character to him, and that was a lovely finish, sneak in the back corner.
It was. I mean, he got the shot away early, which he had to, because Liam would have tracked it if he took time. Liam would have been able to track it, but he got that shot, that quick release just above GLE when he knew the pressure was coming. But, he had the courage to get to that spot, which is...
Also quite a nice shot from that angle.
It was.
Low to high,
that's right.
Change the trajectory, and in the back of the net gets well rewarded there.
Two shots, 2 goals, am I thinking?
I think you, as a statistician, I think you're on the money there.
Yeah. So there we go. They've put Rooney into the face-off for Woodville. It's interesting why he didn't start in the face-off, Rooney, number 9.
Yeah, well,
Jack McGurk, a pretty handy face-off guy.
Obviously, the coach wants to try something there and maybe combat Riley. Because as you know, he's just come back from a stellar performance overseas and can be the game changer.
Certainly can. So, traditional 1-3-2 here. The first time they drove the alley nicely, drew a slide but still kicked it to X, or Tyler just likes to shoot.
That's right, and why wouldn't you?
That's right, good step, I guess.
Yeah, no, just a little hitch there, gets his hands free, just on that lovely 11-metre arc for ladies lacrosse, and stuck in the back of the net, which is very impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty simple. Off stick side, onto the right-hand side for the left-handed goalie Liam.
Yep.
Top corner, pretty much a highlight, I'd suggest.
Well, that's I agree. Yeah, that was a great shot. These guys would be used to shooting on a lefty. A lot of them train at Brighton, obviously with the seniors, and Clint Barker's a lefty, and he's our club goalie, state league goalie. So they should be acclimatised to that non-stick side.
So Brighton just went with a different face-off guy there, number 14.
Yes.
Just trying to find his name. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'll have to too.
Number 14. It is Key. Key.
Okay, there you go. Giving Riley a rest.
Absolutely. So Woodville then gain possession. There's Rooney, draws a slide, kicks it nicely down. Here's Max, my man Max Williams. Everyone, we want to be like Max. Unselfish team sort of guy is my experience with Max in the under-18 state team that I coached him a couple of years ago. Toby Virgo all over him like a rash there.
Yeah, and I think he's going to cause the turnover there, Toby.
That's it. Rack that one up, CTA.
Yep.
Let's see if he toe drags this time. No, just a pass.
Just for the highlights.
Oh, disappointing. This is Cam, isn't it?
Cam Mollison.
Yeah, in goals. He's coming along quite nicely, I understand.
Yeah, no, look, he's a committed young man. I see him out on the track a fair bit with the seniors and juniors, which is great. And a nice outlet there.
Yeah. He's a big lad, isn't he? He just, he's that version of, here we go. Not quite sure. Wanted to make that pass, but in the end did. Who just, he reminds me of Canadian sort of big banging sort of players who can just force their way into spots and get their hands free.
Yeah, he's certainly got a fair body on him for a young man, young Tyler. And he's growing up and maturing quite well. Yeah. And you're right, he doesn't mind a bit of physicality. Probably, I know he came from an early football background. Yep. And he's really started to pick up and enjoys lacrosse, which is great.
Which is good. Number 17 on the field now, C. Wallace. I haven't noticed him, so just a shout out. Number 15 there at X. We've already talked about
that's
Webb.
Mitchell.
Yep.
And then, and this is Willow Lim up the top here.
Oh, yeah, rightio. There you go, Willow.
Yep.
He's got that laconic look about him, hasn't he?
Well, he's certainly, and there's something happens in the Lim household around this. Oh.
That's so. Took the shot.
Not a bad shot.
No, but a good goalie.
Yeah, no, look, you're going to, like we spoke about, stick side, anything, Liam will probably gobble that up pretty easily, but not a bad move and not a bad shot, just execution, as we know.
Just over through the clearing pass there. Number 8 with the ground ball. Number 8 being, sorry, excuse me, I have to keep referring to my sheet.
That's all right, mate, I'm with you on that one. There comes Riley. And a lovely ball
transition.
movement.
There we go,
yeah,
brother to brother, eh?
Yeah, lovely. That's always good to talk about on the couch.
Yep. Do they get along well?
Oh, look, I was lucky enough. You know, I mean, obviously I was in Jeju supporting your boys and
thank you
and the Brighton contingency and basically keeping Andrew Dallason's stress levels down. And look, I got to spend a fair bit of time with the Attenboroughs, and look, and Bailey is a lovely young man, and I do think him and Riley get on really well, which is lovely to see.
Yeah, right.
You know, and obviously the Attenborough name at Brighton has quite a big stature through good old Roger.
Yep.
And it's great to, you know, associate with fine young men, which is awesome.
My favourite Attenborough, Harvey.
Well, you know, and I think if they were ever going to name the king of Jeju Island, it may be Harvey Attenborough. He had everyone eating out of his hand at one point there. We could do no wrong in the hotel pool because we had Harvey. But look, what a lovely young man. And I was fortunate enough, you know, through some previous campaigns, know a few people around Lacrosse, and I think we were lucky enough to get Harvey some photos with some complete legends. I know
that's cool.
He was actually amazed, you know, when I walked over to John Grant Jr. and said, "Hey, mate, can I ask a favour? Would you mind taking a photo with this young man?"
Yeah.
And Harvey was just like, "Oh, my Lord."
Yeah.
And then I think he also got to get some great photos. I think he got one with Gary.
How good.
Yeah, look, and we didn't quite get him in with Jeff Snyder, but would have been, I'm sure Jeff would have been up for it if we had caught him.
I'm sure he would have.
But look, Harvey he's just a good little ambassador, and I will say, I think he probably came home with 40 lacrosse balls from that tournament. He certainly, him and his brother were endeavouring. There are probably a few of yours, Henry, there.
But they all had career lacrosse written on ours.
What a good young man, and it's great to see. You know, he's playing obviously under 11s and 13s and coming through the statures, and there will be 3 Attenborough boys playing for Brighton, which is great.
Morris versus Attenborough.
Yep.
Talking of Attenboroughs, here they are. Too quick for him there. He's gone forward as well. He's moved the ball quickly. One more. Transition to bottom corner. Liam just plucks that off. Yeah, the pass. It's great to see them trying those passes. That's beautiful. You want to move the ball like that.
The perfect L on a fast break. Yep. You know, it normally comes off, and sometimes it doesn't. Oh,
wow, Hunting, this guy.
Yeah, he's going all the way.
Dealt with that pressure quite well.
Yeah.
So there's Zach Parrish, pretty good ground ball.
Yes.
Am I right in saying Zach? Am I right?
I think you're spot on with saying Zach. Another under-20 participant.
Yeah, he had a pretty good tournament. I think he'd be very happy with his tournament.
Look, I think he did a great job.
Yeah. I tell you what, some of them just developed. You saw them actually improve and develop during the tournament, you know, which is with Australian lacrosse, we have to get into a tournament and then start to improve in a tournament before we get to the pointy end where we can start to really compete.
Look, I think you're spot on. I think we need to, our endeavour now needs to potentially get those other mainstream countries to try and visit us or us to visit them, so that we don't have to take 2 or 3 games to get acclimatised, and just to the pace.
Yeah, that's right.
And, you know, that was evident, unfortunately, in a few of the games for us, that, you know, they are a little bit quicker and a little bit more athletic, but we certainly, once we get going and we find our feet, we're very competitive.
Absolutely, that's right.
And you know that as being a player and as a coach of seniors and now under 20s, it is a difficult task when you come up against 23 Division 1 college athletes.
That's right. Well, I mean, so our Australian under 20s, this is, a lot of them play state league, so that's, I'll take, you know, to a degree. But, you know, this is the most pressure they get in a game like this once a year in a grand final.
Correct.
At this level. You know, that's the most pressure they get.
Yeah,
course,
you're spot on. And look, those other athletes are, they're athletes, aren't they? And
absolutely.
And you know, when we always laugh about our form of the game. Here we go. We've got a nice fast break here.
Number 17 had some speed about him.
Well done. Here we go, Zach.
I just turned it over there.
But yeah, when you're competing against blokes that do this almost for a living, nice behind the back. And we've got plumbers, carpenters, students.
That's right.
You know, working for their job. You know, and we're going against professionals.
That's right. I think we had more carpenters than plumbers on this particular trip, Mark. But,
did you?
Yeah, unfortunately, plumbing's one of those trades that we need to cover up a little bit more so that we can get some discounted plumbing trade work.
Well, we're lucky.
We've got enough chippies.
We got a couple of plumbers at Brighton, so
Okay.
we're okay
Right,
if you
okay.
ever need one.
All right.
Look, you know where I'm going with that.
No, absolutely. You're right. 100%. Yeah.
It's
And I was reflecting on it this morning. That they don't. There's nothing given to these kids on a platter. Most of our kids, they've got to fight for everything. They've got to fight for the money to afford to actually go. They've got to fight for everything that they get. So when they get to those, I was talking about resilience with somebody who interviewed me recently, and they were talking about grit and those sort of things. And I said a better word is resilience. But some of that resilience just comes from how hard it is for them to get to that point.
Oh, nice little move by
That
Mitch
is
Webb.
again, but he's read it. He's read that one quite well.
Well, he's gone stick side on that one, hasn't he?
But it was a nice step.
It was a lovely little step there.
Yeah. They promote the ball well. Here's Rooney.
Here we go on a fast break.
Ethan, is he drawing or shooting? I think that's a block. That's a block from Zach Parrish.
Yeah, no, that's it.
That's a beautiful ground ball from the big fella here.
He
looks a little bit like Blacks in the day, doesn't he? The way he just picked that ball up and went straight line.
Well, yeah, and he certainly wasn't looking like he was crossing that centre.
No, and but there was anyone in front of him, he was just going to hit him.
Yeah, correct. Spot on.
Oh,
there you go.
There's
Riley.
the highlight of the day.
Yeah, Riley Attenborough doing what he does best.
That's right. So he tried to get to the centre of the field with his left. His defender just slightly overplayed him, allowed him to get back to the right. Shot on the turn, very hard to track. On the opposite side to the goalie stick.
Non-stick side.
Non-stick side, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you.
That's all right.
Yeah, I reckon that's a term.
It can be.
Yeah.
No, look, very nicely done. And obviously transition from one end to the other, and a nice goal.
Here we go, number 14, Key.
Oh, and we got a jump.
So there's Morris, is probably his first win for the day.
I think so, yes. Coach Green over there getting a little excited.
He's not afraid, number 19. He will just go to the cage.
There's
you've got to actually try and stop him.
Well, that's nothing wrong with
That's
it.
right. He's
Bit
going
of
to keep
endeavour,
going.
is
That's right.
there?
He's going to keep going until you have to stop him. That's Ethan Napoli. So Ethan, if you listen to my commentary on this grade last year, Ethan likes to get to the goal and shoot.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right, okay.
Except when you
miss.
A little not accurate, That's,
Rooney goes hard.
There you go.
Beautiful. Took the hit.
Took the hit, ran through the stick checks, and finished.
Yeah, did. One I like to, when I see that, it always reminds me of Tony Selland, a left-hander who would run through a check. Mate, he was a straight line sort of guy who just ran through. He didn't care how hard you hit him. He was just going to run through it and get to the centre.
You had to hit him a few more times than what I did. I was usually at the other end watching him do that.
Yep.
But no, you're dead right. Drop the shoulder, run through the stick check, take the so-called punishment and put it in the back of the net.
That's right. He'd probably tell you about it as well afterwards.
Yeah, no, he's not. Yeah, no, probably during.
Yeah. Here we go, Morris Attenborough.
Yep, and a smart little play there out the back to, who is it? Oh, yep, Willow Lim.
Willow Lim. Oh, he's
going
to
to
get caught.
get...
Bit laconic, as I said.
Yes.
But no, he's under control. He had it under control the whole time. Down to Webb.
Like...
He looks confident, Webb. He looks like a confident little kid on that bottom corner.
Yeah, no, he's, like I said, he's quite a young little character, and his lacrosse is definitely improving.
Lefties, they stake their claim, don't they, eh?
Well,
Lefties,
yes. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Copped a bit of flack about that this week. My little wall ball post for my mate Mark Burnham, and
what? Someone had a crack at you?
Oh yeah, my old roommate from college.
So what? Pass the ball?
No, he wrote righty. Well, I had a good laugh. Good old James.
Geez, that's a good look across his face.
Crossbar.
He had him beat him for pace.
He certainly did, and this is going to be interesting because Woodville will come up with that closest to the ball.
Yeah, low to high.
But yeah, no, a lovely shot again, just 2 inches too high.
Must be only a few seconds left. Oh no, have they called a timeout, have they?
No. Oh, I think they've just called he wasn't in far enough.
Right. Oh. Yeah, it must be seconds to go. They're just trying to get a feed to the crease here. And they got it, and he got
and they got a shot.
That's right.
Got his hands free, got a nice shot away.
Yep. That was Max Williams. I'll tell you my story before Max would, because during quarter time.
Yeah, fire away.
Under 18s, state team a couple of years ago, 2024. We had a good team that year. We were blessed to have lots of talent available to us. Max made that team through pure endeavour. Didn't get a lot of game time during the tournament, but in certain games we were able to play him, and in one game we gave him the full game and he scored like 4 goals. He just stepped up and took his opportunities. when he got onto the field, but never complained. Was just, grateful to be there and happy to play his small part in that team for that win, and thus could share in the success of that team in 2024.
That's awesome.
It is, isn't it?
You need those.
Absolutely.
And it is good to have team players and team guys and team girls on teams, because it does help the mainstream players, and it's good to give them a rest and know that they've got a good backup coming in.
That's right.
And if they're good people, it makes it even easier.
Yeah, just good on the sideline. And then 2025, he gets an opportunity, bigger opportunities as a starter, and got his just desserts with another premiership, back-to-back.
Back-to-back state titles,
you don't
correct?
call them premierships, but you call them titles. That's right. Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
No, I don't know what they call them. They won.
They
Twice-
won. They
twice
won two in a row.
That's right.
That's all that matters.
That's exactly
Call
right.
it whatever you want.
So
Nah.
what are you going to coach next, Mark?
Right now, I'm just coaching life.
Okay.
No. Look, I've enjoyed my time off. I won't lie. You do it for so many years. It's good to get a bit of a break.
Yeah.
I won't lie. My volunteer line marking at Brighton Lacrosse Club is probably full on, a bit more full on than coaching.
Yeah.
But I'm still enjoying it. I'm definitely going to put my hand up for something, but I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I've been looking at maybe going back to coaching some juniors for the club, or
Yeah.
just to help them out.
Yeah.
Help the club out more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Apart from that, I've really just sort of been enjoying a bit of a break, and I did enjoy going to Jeju and just watching, which is lovely, and it is good to do that every now and then. You'll find that out one day because you keep going and being involved.
To enjoy the experience. That's
Well,
right. Sit back and enjoy it.
Look, it is great. I've done that twice. I've been managed to do that twice. Here we go, another face-off here.
Yep.
Riley again.
Morris Attenborough. Almost held him up there, but too quick.
Yeah, no, look, Riley's.
Yeah. Look at that speed. Look at that speed. He's just broken the line with two guys.
Yeah.
Rolled, dodged around.
Yeah,
Oh,
and a lovely shot.
there we go.
Low to high, non-stick side.
On the turn again.
Once again, like you said before, uses the turn to his advantage to shield the tracking from the keeper.
Yeah.
Puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah. Tough to stop those ones.
Oh.
Changing levels.
Yeah. All of the above.
He's just a high-quality player. He's got to be a high-quality player in the game this afternoon. In the
Well,
State
he's
League Grand Final.
absolutely he is. I think there might be a call if this gets a bit out of
That's
hand.
right. Then just let him just.
Give him a rest.
But that's not his way, mate. You put him on the field and he goes 100%. There is no filter for him. It is just I'm either 100% on or I'm not.
Yeah.
Or maybe 110% sometimes.
Or even Nah, look, he's a fine young man, and look, there we go. He's won the draw, and
Off he goes.
they're making some substitutions.
Good. So this is Banjak defending here.
Yes.
I love the way he breaks down. I think he's going to be a good defender. So he played in the under-16 Australian team.
So he was just in Jeju as well?
Yeah, he was in JJ.
Yeah, awesome.
You just watch the way he approaches, and look at his open stance there at the moment, head on a swivel. He's got the right characteristics at such a young age. Approaches there. Yeah, I think he's going to be one for the future.
There you go.
I just really enjoy watching his on-ball approach as well. It's beautiful. Look at him here off ball. He's already stepping off, head on a swivel. Could be a little bit more athletic, but... And there he goes on the turn. Beautiful. Yeah. Good pressure. Has to recover himself to his own player.
Yeah, that makes it a little tough.
That's right.
But to Woodville's defensive credit there, they had the guys come in and cover his guy when he double teamed, which is great, and he did recover back to his bloke, which is lovely. Good to see. Doesn't always happen.
Oh, that was a good look.
Oh, that was a great look.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not sure about that, but...
Yeah, no, I won't comment on that one.
But... feeding back into the crease off of that alley, it's a tough sort of...
Well, it is a
pass,
tough sort of a pass, I won't lie, but unfortunately when it comes off it looks great. When it doesn't come off it doesn't look that great. So
well, cycling it through X always seems to yield massive benefits.
Yes, look, some players prefer try to do it across the crease, but coaching was always a believer in get the ball to X and the world is your oyster.
That's right. So not a bad shot there from Bailey. Took a good save from Liam.
No, definitely Riley and Bailey working that bottom 45 there on your young man that you just gave a lot of praise to.
Yep. Well, they are a man down.
Oh, no, but I meant like that side. Not having a crack.
Ball at X, here we go. Who's his help over here? He's kind of on an island there, unfortunately. They're playing a 1-4-1. They're popping out. Love a 1-4-1. It really messes up your sliding rotations defensively, the 1-4-1, when they pop someone out. Big fan of 1-4-1.
1-4-1 is great. It just sometimes you need to shorten that pass and the crease needs to be the release. And there you go.
Scores.
And Riley Attenborough again.
From his brother Bailey.
Yep.
I won't give him an assist. I think he had to do a little bit. Well, would that be an assist? Well, I'm quite
Well,
generous with my assists,
depending
so
on what form of lacrosse you're watching,
yes.
I would probably say that wasn't an assist.
Right.
But in some of these other forms that we watch, that is an assist. So
yeah. Well, give it. You know what?
give him half.
That's right.
Give
Hockey
him half.
assist. Give
Yeah,
him
that's
hockey
right.
assist.
But no, they did a good job there with the ball movement, and like you mentioned, you love the 1-4-1, and I don't disagree. It's just you got to make sure that you're not throwing extremely long passes on a man up because they're easy to pick off.
Yep. So that's put in place by Will Dallison, I imagine, would be the offensive brains on that bench over there.
Well, you'd think so, especially with a face-off bloke, an attacker and a defender.
That's correct.
I'd hope it is, Will. Mind you, Stocky does tend to think that he isn't a bit of an attacker.
I tell you what, mate, I've been reviewing some of the Sixers footage from last year, and he was quite offensive. And I talk about this a lot. I talked about this a bit about on the weekend. You know, at club lacrosse, you can't afford to be a fogo. You've got to have someone who plays all round, so they just enjoy their game. You know, enjoy the game and want to keep playing. Because just being a fogo for your whole life is really not enjoyable. And so Brighton have done that really well. You've got Riley who can take face off and play on the side. You've got Jack Woodford who's the same, and now Jackson Stock as well. You know, Jackson has continues to build his offense, which is very similar to Jack Woodford. Jack Woodford has built into his offense, and now is really quite effective in the offensive end of the field.
Look, I think and some of that comes with maturity.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Jack's obviously one of our older veterans at Brighton, which is, well, not veteran, but, you know, an older bloke. Lovely feed to the crease, but picked off.
Good little pick off.
Got a flag here. Oh.
Number 12 for, that's Xander.
Xander Kamak, another one of your
2024
under 18s.
State time. Yeah, used to be a short stick, now a long pole.
Correct.
Don't know if it was a good idea or not, but
well, it seems to be working okay. Swapped over to the dark side, as they say. No, I'm just kidding.
Talk about team first. He did that because we needed him to.
Well, and that's
without complaint. Yeah.
That's exactly what you'd have to do sometimes. Yeah. But no, look, Stocky's he's improving. He's a good young man. He's obviously had a taste of Australian lacrosse. Won a Best Player in Australia award, and he does. Here we go, first on Woodville. And he is an offensive threat just through his athletic ability. Yeah. And he is quite a smart player out of the face. Once he wins the ball, he can be quite attacking.
He is. As I said, my experience with him probably is my best experience with him was at Salties, where he really finds a way to get to the cage just through brute strength. You know, he just muscles his way to the cage, and then has a fair bit of velocity on his shot when he gets the opportunity, when he gets his hands free. Yeah.
No, he's. Will you be loving that? Salties, when's your draft? Is it coming up soon?
Monday night.
There you go.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know where we'll end up, but
What's the format? Henry, are you keeping 4? Is that what I've heard?
You keep 4.
Yep.
And then if you're smart, you can probably find a way to pretty easily get 5 of your returners back if you want 5.
Yep.
We are lucky because we're second in the.
Here we go.
In the open draft, we're second. So I can retain 4 and then probably pick up another retainer.
Yep. Yeah. Lovely turnover there by Zach Parrish.
Yep.
Oh, that's good to hear. So Monday night, draft night.
Yeah, that's right.
ESPN.
No, just about 3 hours on a Zoom.
Just kidding,
3 hours on Zoom.
There you go.
Yeah. No, it's actually kind of fun. As I said, you walk away from these drafts feeling a little bit underfulfilled. You don't get no one gets exactly what they're looking for, but it does make for a really good even competition.
Yeah. Oh, look, the Sixers is obviously a part of the future for lacrosse, and to bring in a draft system with, I think there's a huge amount of numbers this year, which is great. Which means it's certainly picking up some volume around.
Absolutely.
Speaking to a few people this week in America, obviously there's a couple of massive Sixers events coming up over there, which is really good for I especially think the one at the home of US Lacrosse there in Sparks of Puerto Rico, Haudenosaunee, America. Is going to be quite a very interesting. Here we go, Liam Filippa.
Liam, let's
feeling
it.
it.
Oh, he just threw it straight to the goalie.
Yeah,
it was low to high.
Oh, Tyler Mead.
He stepped out there.
No,
it's okay. Good contest. Wow,
yeah.
He used his body really well there.
Yeah, he's
absolutely well done. Well done. Liam Filippa got to the other end. Don't mind goalies having a crack, mate, but shoot over your shoulder.
Correct. I think this year in college lacrosse, I saw more goalie goals than I've ever seen before in my life.
Yeah, right.
You know, because there's obviously a couple of, you know, I think Blaze Reardon scored one when he was at Albany, and I think young Brett Queener scored one in the MLL years ago. Yeah, definitely this year I feel like I saw a lot more goalie goals, it's exciting.
It is. He had a good opportunity there, Liam. Just, you know, he probably doesn't shoot his practice his shooting with his goalie stick very often. Probably not enough.
I was going to say he probably doesn't. Well, during the field season, he probably doesn't practice much shooting at all. I wouldn't imagine.
No, but box. So he played box this year
That's
as
right.
a short stick, and it was pretty good. I was afraid for him. I have to say, I was afraid for him. I thought he could get pounded, but he handled it pretty well and was quite effective for the box games that I watched.
The intensity of box lacrosse is not what it used to be. In regards to that, so you know, I mean, I'm sure he would have been, because he's quite a young man and very athletic. If you keep moving, what did they say early on when I started playing box, which is a long time ago? Don't stand still and don't go near the boards. Two sort of things I sort of lived by for a while playing box lacrosse, because you know, once you find out how hard that wall is, it's not pleasurable.
You had some pretty tough competitors coming up against you as well, probably like Stone from Sturt. He didn't mind pounding some people into the boards, did he?
Yeah, no, Rhino is a bit of a tough individual. Look, I think, you know, I mean, I was very lucky to play some box lacrosse at the Adelaide University gym. And that was when probably box lacrosse was in its height in South Australia especially. I know it was used to be on Channel 9. It was a bit intense, but here we go, back to this.
I'll tell you what, it'd be great to see some of these kids playing box because it improves your game immensely. So much, you become so much better after you've played a season of box.
Well, I think the comment of the whole week in Jeju Island was Aaron Stubbs. They called a stall on Canada at one point, and he goes, "These blokes."
They couldn't care less.
He goes, "These blokes play 6-on-6 in a post box."
and
that's that. And you're right with the box skill. It's just protecting your stick, being able to move.
Here's our man Riley.
Riley.
Kicks the ball.
Jed Whitty
coming. Good save. Not a terrible shot.
No.
But, good save.
Well, you go low to low, you're going to get that.
Yeah, you've got to be good against Liam. Get him turning.
Yeah, spot on. But no, you're right. Bill Turney, the big one for box lacrosse in America.
Yeah, before his time. Well, one of the first ones, wasn't he, really?
He was very much that. And when you watched, when he first started to believe in box lacrosse, the teams at Princeton probably were, I would call, very traditional field players. When I was there especially. But and obviously when he went to Denver, it was probably full of Canadians, and he certainly is a major advocate for it now, which is great.
So I'm going to get told off for this, okay?
Okay.
So indulge me in the story about us playing Princeton in 1996. Were you on that tour?
No, I was in college on that tour. I didn't. I heard a lot about that tour, and I caught up with you guys when you came to Baltimore, and.
Well, I scored a goal as a long pole against Princeton.
So that's what
probably my claim to my.
That's what you want.
That's what I was.
That's what you wanted me to say.
That's where I was moving with this.
Okay, cool. Well, 1996 for Princeton was their.
They're in the heyday.
Yes. Yeah. And Riley Attenborough's just gone.
Yeah. He's going to get called for penalty for that. You can't drop your shoulder and smash into someone. All the crowd loved it, enjoyed it. I think technically, probably Marty's probably right there.
So what's he called here? A charge?
Charge, I imagine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting one, but yeah.
That is Riley Attenborough, though. He's white line fever.
Well, like you said, he loves a contest, and he's never going to give up. So give the young man some credit. It's just unfortunate that it didn't go his way on that one.
Correct. Nice finish though. Top corner, I think, wasn't it?
Non-stick side, top corner once again.
Yep.
Use the contact to create something. So here we go, man down.
Pretty good top. Couple of guys in your man down here, Toby Virgo and Zach Parrish. Super, what's the word I'm looking for? Agile. Yeah.
Well, and experience as being overseas, and obviously one an alternate, one a player. But I'm sure Toby enjoyed his experience, and then
I think he did.
Having a good time playing in the under-16s in the competition after yours.
Yep.
Would have been good to have that on at the same time, I reckon.
I agree with you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, lovely little
goal
move. Yeah.
From Rooney there. Nice finish. Not difficult, that one.
No, it was a bit of a... I couldn't name the pattern that they were in then. But
I'll tell you what he did. He just dodged on a man up. Yes. But it was a poor approach, and you might as well, if the opportunity's there, just take it, I guess.
Correct.
harshly on the Woodville guy, poor approach. Because Brighton guy, sorry, poor approach. You have to be in poor approaches because you're probably in a rotation.
Well, you were probably it was a bit helter-skelter there. Everyone was a bit out of position, and you're right, he probably didn't break down well enough and send his guy to X, but got beaten top side and ball went in the back of the net. It happens.
Okay, Key versus Morris here.
Yep, open wing here due to the foul.
Yep. I think they might win it to themselves, though.
Well, I think that's sort of the way, isn't it?
Nice ground ball there from number 3 for Woodville, who is... We'll have that information in a second.
Back of the net.
Jeez, struggling.
Oh yeah, here we go. Brick.
Zach to Toby.
Toe drag.
I think you...
I won't let him forget that now.
Well, he does it all the time, so it's not like
it's a common thing, isn't it?
Look at the approach there. Look at that beautiful approach. He's reaching for the stick, but still staying balanced and not getting beaten.
Well, he's not
putting
giving up.
himself in it. That's right. So he's still there, ready to be able to put pressure on. Really good.
Yeah, no, look, what are they? There's a name for that check, and it does pay off.
Spear check, is it?
Well, it's like a poke check, really, isn't it? It's an old school poke check, but it's one-handed, and you're right. He doesn't give up any body position. Here's young Henry Raymond there. He gives up no body position yet, putting pressure on his attacker. So it's there we go, young Mitch
great
Webb.
Step. I tell you what, he looks like a box player to me.
He's.
Oh,
good
great
save.
That's good movement there.
That's good
Beautiful
lacrosse, wasn't
feed.
it?
Yeah, beautiful feed to Bailey, but just a really good finish from Liam. That's going to happen. And here we go. He's just the roller coaster, this guy. He's just going to the cage. Stop me if you can.
That's
good time.
Yeah, very good time out, though.
We used to, we'll call that a Cam Adams timeout.
Are you insinuating he calls timeouts a
Well,
lot?
I told the story last week.
Yeah,
so
I know, I heard that.
because people get sick of me talking about my story. So
I could talk about a few.
yeah. No, let's not.
But let's not, eh?
No.
I'm more about, like, World Cups and stuff.
Yeah.
More, how much fun we had.
We did. We did.
We were lucky.
We were.
Played in a very nice era.
We did. But I'll tell you, I'm heartened. People, there's a lot of negativity around the sport. We're not, the game's not growing, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm heartened by the talent that we're producing here, and I getting on my high horse here a little bit more. I think we need a development plan for these kids right here, right now, so that when they get in 4 years' time and they're eligible for under-20s, potentially playing under-20s, they're strong, big men who have had more exposure to a higher level of lacrosse. It's just a massive opportunity that we have, that we can just grab. There's a handful here, more than a handful, two handfuls.
There's probably
of players,
10 here.
That's right, that we could start to work with now in a more disciplined fashion to gear them up to be even that much better in the next World Championships, and not be grateful to become third, not be grateful to come third, but start thinking about second. Start thinking about, hold it, we can compete.
Well, we've got to certainly come up with a plan to bridge that gap, don't we?
That's
right. I think one of the things that our concept obviously here in South Australia is Sassy is obviously move location, and they've got some endeavour to help promote our sport, which is fantastic.
Yep.
And it can be an advantage for these young men because we can get them into some weight programs.
That's right.
Get them into some skills training early on.
Yep. I'll tell you what I loved, and I think probably helps you and I, Mango, was the Sailor Braves. I thought that concept was really, really good. And I think we should do it again.
I 100% agree with you. And we tried to do it a number of times. But unfortunately, in today's world, you get a few kickbacks from clubs and whatnot. But I agree with you, and I talk a lot I used to. I haven't seen him this year, Timmy Mildren.
Oh, that's probably a penalty.
Yeah, that might be a slash. Well, especially because he looked at the ref. But you're right. A junior team playing in a senior comp on a Wednesday night at a top-class venue, I think it helped a lot of us.
Oh, absolutely. We're just playing two high-quality games. We're getting more game time, of course, because we were bit players in our state league team at the time, and so we're just getting more exposure at that higher level earlier in our career. We made great friendships out of it as well. We are friends for life through that group. Geez,
Oh,
I'd put my hand up to coach that team in a heartbeat.
well, I'd probably offer to give you a hand.
There you go.
But well, there you go. Let's see
do
what
it.
we can do this year.
That's right.
But look, I totally think, you know, and I agree. The Sala Braves was a great idea. I don't know where it came up with. I know Bobby Carter was our coach.
Yep, and
Lovely pick, Toby Virgo.
Tim Keane, yeah.
Timmy Keane, yeah.
CTA for Toby there. Is he going to give it back?
No, he's going to give it
the
to
trailer,
Riley.
beautiful.
And
he'll shoot.
and he'll hit a pipe.
Hit a post, yeah. Again, he went for that off-stick side.
Yeah.
He's disciplined. He's on target, isn't he?
Yeah, no, look, he's certainly showing some great endeavour there.
Oh, moved the ball nicely. There was a trailer coming through. They probably could have kicked it through X potentially for that trailer, but Riley was there at that time, so kick it.
Absolutely, take advantage of what you got.
That's right.
We're a man down.
Yep. So sending 2 to the ball there, 2 short
Smart.
sticks. Yeah, probably need a little bit more pressure there. You can afford to put a pressure, you need to. You're down.
Well, the pressure's got to come also from the guy. You can't allow that. No, you can't allow the non-ball. A gentleman without the ball to just easily receive it when you're double teaming. You've got to have your adjacents locked off there.
Well, I think number 13 for Woodville may be more of a stay-at-home type defender.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go. Get on his hands. Just get your stick out in his hands.
We're even now. Young Jed Whitty. Yeah, well, there you go. Maybe the Sala Braves is something, Henry.
Oh, mate, I'd love it. Love it. And the kids would love it too.
Well, I think they would too.
And State League. I mean, I know State League guys would have to play during the week, but they get a weekend off. You know, every so often, have a free weekend.
Well, there you go, half time. But the only problem would be is now we don't have a bye. So it always worked out well because it was the bye team, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah, true.
So we played when you had a bye, you got the week, still got the weekend off, but we played Wednesday night. So it'll be some logistical work to be done, but it certainly could be done.
All right, so 7-2, Brighton in control here, I think.
Yep.
And we'll take a break at half time.
Done.
All right, we're back. Sorry. Got caught talking about other things offline. Brighton have won that first possession. Here's Webb with the ball. Moves it confidently up to Willow.
Willow, yep. And then, back again.
Who's coming down to Mead. Just making his way gradually down to that spot.
They probably take their time a little bit here, being up 7-2 at the start of the third. They don't need to rush.
No rush. Oh, they're putting a bit of...
no,
they're locking off Riley there to a degree with Rooney. Yeah.
There you go. There's your change.
Yep, that's good. It's a good look inside. They've done that before. Yeah. See, that's what we're talking about.
First goal of the game, I think, was that exact same move.
Yeah, beautiful little combination. Just put it in the right spot. It wasn't even in the right spot. It was really just a good take, but had the confidence to give it to him.
Nothing like a good crease attackman making their feeder look good.
You were doing it for years, Mark.
No, not referring to me in one bit. But, sometimes those passes don't always come where you want them. No. And that right there was a great little pick-up from Bailey from Tyler's feed. But at the end of the day, he still gets the assist, which is awesome.
Yep. And, again, a good way to score against Liam.
Correct, like we spoke about. Moving him side to side, turning.
Okay, we're going Attenborough versus Morris again.
There we go.
Yep.
And
there we go. Just a shout out to the coaches of Woodville as well. We've got Greeny, I think, one of the next Brighton player, isn't he, Greeny?
Yeah,
and Reece Townsend.
Reece Townsend.
Yep. Good coach, I think, Reece. Nice, positive sort of guy.
Coming back off an injury, is that correct?
I think so, yeah. I think he's out for
here we go. Liam,
beautiful. Just give the first pass, though. Just give it. Thank you. There we go.
That's the nervous coaching coming out in you there.
Just give the ball. There's a picture that's been put up on my Facebook profile today. If you have a look at it a little bit later, and that's the sort of situations where I start to emulate the picture that's been put on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
I'll have to.
It's the angry look.
Is it a birthday post?
It is a birthday post. Yeah. It's the
which daughter?
Birthday. No, that came from Wendy Wild.
Well, there you go. Good on you, Wendy. Yeah, no, as we all know, as being a coach, there's good and bad, and there's stressful and there's none.
That's right.
And sometimes those little things like that clearing there can get your blood boiling a little, or not boiling, but just your stress levels.
So I think Toby's dispossessed 3 people and 2 people in that little
passage of play. Certainly...
a little overcommit there, but I think they're in a pretty confident position. There's another slide from Zach Parrish. Rooney just taking the pressure and got to the cage.
Yeah.
And a good little sidestep from Max Williams with a good shot as well.
A lot of chasing sticks there, and just unfortunately didn't reward his hard work by finishing the ball.
That's right, but Woodville have come up with the ball through number 1. Sorry, bear with me as I find his name. Number
there you go.
1.
Toby's just...
Mason. Over to Max. Down to... So they've got number 3 there, but there's no 3 in the score sheet, so I apologise for not picking up that player's name, sorry. Let's just say number 3.
Okay, number 3 it is.
Okay, nice little step there. Gets to his left, but he goes back onto his right to make the pass. Max Williams has a look. Got Toby on him, so thinks better of that. Number 5, I think he's going to have a crack at number 5 defender here, number 3. Number 11, that's up. Number 11, called him before. Whitty,
no, Whitty's, Whitty's playing D, but number 11 is...
Greenwood.
Greenwood, there you go, and a stick side high out to Parrish.
Okay, good save from the goalie, and they're off to the races. Although Max is working hard to get back into the hole here, but they still have numbers, so keep that ball hot.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Willow.
Certainly got a 6 on 4.
No, well, they identify it late, but... He's going to get the ball. And look what happens, when you get the ball to X. Good things happen, especially in transition.
Correct.
Here's Whitty.
Yep.
Good contest from... came off of... Well, I won't make comment. I think he got that correct.
They definitely came off of young Jed's foot there, unfortunately.
Yep, okay. Now
we were pretty close to that one.
Now that I've had a look at number 3 for Woodville, I recognise him. He's Clothier.
Oh.
Yeah. Josh Clothier, I think it is.
Oh, yeah. Just got a little unclipped chin strap.
Oh, there he is. Yep, sorry, I apologise. It wasn't the score sheet. It's my bad. It's just not great eyesight.
It's okay.
So they're getting a few more offensive possessions here, Woodville, which is...
Well, they've certainly had it. Yeah, they've had it a bit this quarter so far at the start anyway, which is great.
This is number 4. Pierce, S. Pierce. Up to Max. Max will move over to Clothier. I won't forget that one now.
No, yep. And a lovely feed to the crease.
It was. Now, I'm pretty sure Ethan Napoli plays in this team, but I haven't seen him on the field.
A bit of goalie pressure here. Oh, no. You know, sorry, I can't help you on that one.
I'm trying to see him on the sideline. Can't see him. Oh, Woodville, of course, managed by none other than Dan Filippa and Jack Inge.
Oh, are they?
Oh,
here we go. Toby on
Toby. Little roll dodge.
Could have just done that at the start, but that's lovely.
Got it up to his mate Zach.
Yep.
Closed that space down well, defender, and created some indecision here. They might get away with it. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, no,
really created by that, closing down that space.
Oh, jeepers.
Oh, they've checked it here too. You wouldn't want to. Oh, that's over and back.
Yeah, that is over and back.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Get back in.
Execution. Got to execute those. You can't be comfortable at 8-2.
He's our man Morris. Let's see if he just
He's
decides
a
to
mountain of
go
work,
straight to the
isn't he?
cage. He is.
He's up and down.
Oh, Zach Parrish. Good little check there. He's going to go over here. He won't be
Correct.
able to help himself. You could see it coming.
Yeah. Nice little.
Nice. We got one for the trouble as well.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. So nice CTA and drew a penalty as well. Oh, there might be another one coming in. No, they haven't reacted
No, there
to
should
that.
only be one.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can't just move at a gentle rate in a single line as an offensive player if you've got a defender who can take the ball off of you playing you.
Well, the other thing there is he obviously wasn't quite ready, but the moment that you see a defender grab the head of his stick, you know something radical's coming.
Right.
And that wasn't radical. That was very well controlled, and it certainly wasn't a foul. He got all stick on the check, but experience will teach him that one day, that when you see a defender grab the head of his stick, something's coming.
So timeout called to Brighton.
Well, yes, I presume.
Yep.
And obviously just to discuss their man up. And
what do you reckon they're going to come out with? Will's got them in a group there.
Yeah.
Here they start with that 1-4-1 again.
I think they'll
with a little pop.
They'll do the triangle rotation, which is very common, and just depending on what side they rotate on, whether it's a lefty or a righty. But I'll presume it will be a righty. It'll be a Tyler or a Riley popping from that crease, or a Bailey.
So Mark, okay. I said I like a 1-4-1 man up.
Yep.
You know my favourite man up. It's called a 3-3.
Yep.
Where you just move the ball really well until someone gets an open look.
Yep.
And potentially feed the crease.
Yes.
Yes. So simple.
3-3 is very simple.
That's
There's a couple of key things you've always got to make sure. The ball's always got to get to the bottom corners.
Right.
And then when the ball is on one corner, the opposite corner needs to pinch. Otherwise, the defence can get away with just sticks in passing lanes. The 3-3 is a very effective man up when moved the ball effectively. And I also like to throw a little cut in there. And the triangle rotation can also work very well on a 3-3.
Yep.
And like you said, the bonus of a 3-3 is you've got 6 blokes out the front on 5.
That's right.
You've just got to have a finely tuned group to obviously cover backups.
If you've got 6 really good stick handlers and most of them can shoot, and a really good crease guy, then you're in a really good position. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Even with the triangle little movement, I think sometimes they just do it for the sake of doing it. Like, does it really achieve it? I think this is just a classic little drag them up and someone come the corner.
Yes, exactly.
They've got the defence moving there. They're quite nicely though.
Well, they got them way out of position. They're just unable to execute on the double team there.
I'd love it if they gave it to the crease more. So many goals go missing because they don't give the crease. They've worked this out pretty well to the Woodville defence. They've had to that was a good finish.
On your comment there,
they stopped the rotation. They created a different shot.
Well,
and from a long way out, almost on the outer circle.
Well, you'd have similar concepts when you coach. I think when you man down, if you can get a team to throw between 5 to 10 passes, your man down's pretty much done its job.
That's right. What more can you do?
And then after that, you'd hope that they make a bad pass or a poor decision. But if they're moving the ball well and executing, you've just got to try and hold them up, don't you?
So that's Bailey. He'd have 3 or 4 by now, I suspect.
Well, Tyler just scored that one. So.
Was that Tyler?
Yeah,
sorry.
that was Tyler
okay,
from
sorry,
the outside
sorry,
on there.
Right.
No.
The assist probably came from.
Yes, I think it
Bailey,
did.
Yeah.
Or Riley, one of the two. But no, Bailey's doing well. So's Tyler there.
Oh, geez, look at that. That's something different, Riley. Good. I mean, sorry, not Riley. Rooney.
Well, Rooney's...
at least they tried something different.
Well, he's answered your call of a change in the controlling of the face-off.
Yeah. Just try
And look,
things.
that's a Garrett move there. The old get the bottom of the stick in there.
Yeah.
Look, it's also, as hard as it sometimes is to coach winning the face-off, you've also got to be able to coach just if you do lose.
It's counter. Absolutely
correct.
countering. I'll tell you. So we had Sean Clark, who was the under-20s. He was fantastic as the face-off coach, and they spent so much time on countering. You know, and if you're going to lose, make sure you lose to a certain spot, and then we would set up all over the field, offensively or defensively, and on the wings, to try and take advantage of any disruption that he was able to cause out of our face-off guys were able to cause out of that face-off. So
absolutely,
countering was just such a massive part of his tuition and our strategy. In fact, really.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
nice look.
Yeah.
Hit the defender on the shot, and you're dead right. And you've got to be able to counteract. You've got to be able to counteract what they're doing, and you've got to be ready for it, don't you? And like you said, practicing that is huge.
Oh, I think he just got a bit of a whack in that.
Oh, we've got a flag down here, I reckon.
Yeah. That'll be number 6. That'll be Mead, I think. Minute penalty for a slash, I suggest. Yep. There we go.
Let's see what Woodville come up with here, Henry.
They've had a couple of man-ups.
They have, definitely.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's handy on your man-down defence to have two young men who've got a little bit of experience.
That's right.
Oh.
Another penalty.
Bogger's going to call him here for an illegal sub.
Wow.
It is hard, and you've experienced this obviously too. When you go through the season with only 2 refs come out to finals and there's 5, you get away with those little things during the season, and you come out here and unfortunately you don't.
Yeah, that's true.
But you should be prepared for that. Yep. And look, it's just probably he was just a little enthusiastic to get on.
Oh, look at
nice
that.
Nice little crease cut. That's what you were calling for.
I mean, it was a good look.
And
there's our man Morris, but no back up. I think you probably wanted to take a bit more time out of the man up there, just have the opportunity to value the ball a little bit. And, you know, there's this thing. If you've got the ball, the other team can't score. So there's that aspect to it as well. But now, of course, they can go man-to-man onto the goalie.
Yes.
And they can jump the goalie. Gee, he's got some legs here.
Yeah,
he's handled that pretty well.
Cam Mollison's done all right there.
He saw the pass there with Whitty, was it? Up? I don't know.
Yeah,
Whitty could be on his own up there, but he was. Yeah.
No, he was. And time out.
Time out. Cam Adams.
The Cam Adams, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a college thing, isn't it? They do love the timeouts.
Well, so the concept is retain the ball. Yeah, when you feel like you're about to get the ball to be turned over, just to retain the ball. There's a backstory to it, but I won't go into that.
Probably better for the people listening.
Amen, brother.
But look, strategic. There's nothing wrong with a good strategic timeout.
Can I suggest they've used their 2 timeouts this half now? Or is it just one?
No, I reckon, this would be the... Oh, no, I reckon you're right.
Yeah,
I think because they definitely called one before that man up they just had, and then they've just used a strategic one. So, yeah, they'll be out. Guess they're feeling quite comfortable at 9-2 that they may not need it
So this is
in the latter part of the 4th.
Yeah, but this is the downfall of using your timeouts in a Cam Adams approach, and that it can leave you without actually any timeouts when you really need them at the end of the game. I don't think that's going to be an issue here. I think I'm overanalyzing it.
No,
is what I'm trying to say.
Well, you might be, but you're right. Because that was, I know it was a bit of helter-skelter there, but I certainly think that they could have probably saved one, but it's okay. The coach has made a decision and he's abiding by it, and we have to sit here and say, well done. Except now you've got no more time out, so let's hope nothing happens.
Oh, right. 2 to the ball.
Well, they're man.
Yeah, that's right.
We've got 2. Well,
so this is where I don't like calling a timeout in this situation, because it allows the defence to set something up.
Correct.
But you've just got to go here, boys. You're plenty down. Just have a crack. Just go. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, keep going. Keep going. Get your stick out. Sorry, I'll stop coaching now.
No,
Where's the next man in the rotation?
It's Willow's taking a shot. Backup is already there.
Yeah.
But you're right, the timeout does allow the defence to get potentially set new players in, fresh legs, as we would say. But look, we're
Or
back to
stall
all even.
And in a stall situation, have they called? No.
No. They
Sorry.
surely couldn't be calling stall in this situation.
To Riley. Yeah, good. Oh, Max. There's a little slash there. Probably
Yeah,
unnecessary. Yeah. Bit of frustration, I think, probably starting to creep
And
in.
shot.
Here's Whitty.
Oh,
Loader
lovely.
high. Jeez, you'll remember that one for a long time. That was a good shot.
He'll be telling us about that one tonight.
That's right.
No, that was a lovely shot.
It was.
Stick side high though,
It was.
unusual.
It
Very,
was.
Liam normally gobbles those up.
Well, I would have thought so too, but that shows the benefit of changing the levels.
Correct. Definitely changing the levels is an advantage for any shooter, and sometimes goalies do tend to cater for their non-stick side a little bit too much, and he might have been predicting it was going that way, and it didn't.
Right. So you mean they're not expecting it to go there?
Well, when you watch some keepers, and they do tend to try to bait a little bit, some of them, and they do always want to protect that non-stick side.
Yeah. Well, often the older ones that like to do more baiting. I remember Grov was a master of baiting.
Grov,
I'm going to stand on this side of the field because I really have no idea where the ball is. So.
The one for me was Terry McGee.
Oh, right. Did you say, I'm going to stand over here?
He used to stand. I don't even know whether. Sometimes I think he was out of the cage. But they were definitely, and you're right. They definitely. I think once you get a little older, a little wiser, you learn that. Oh shivers! If I take away that spot, that's where they're going to shoot it.
Yep.
I just have to step in.
Yeah. Not rocket science.
Shouldn't be.
No, I remember Grove being the master of that. If he wasn't yelling at his defenders.
Well, that was the two things that he probably was pretty good at. He was good old Glenn.
Yep. So they're in that 1-4-1 pattern this time. So they have a couple of options here. There's Riley presenting. Oh, his brother looked him off. But
Jed Whitty off the
good
pipe.
Save. Was it pipe?
Oh, I think probably a
Oh,
pipe.
great ground ball from number 13. Well done. Well done.
Oh. Hold on.
Oh, so he's done him for a free hand in the back and a one-handed check.
Without a flag thrown.
No, he did. The flag's on the
Well,
ground.
the flag.
But there was no, I guess there
no.
was no advantage.
No, it was in the defensive half.
If you're throwing the ball backwards.
Correct. Let's see if they take advantage of that crease cut here, Henry. They haven't so far.
Well, they're setting up in a 3-3.
It's a 3-3.
One lefty there, little number one. Oh,
yeah, well done, Zach.
Yeah, just read that one pretty well. Nice little take again from Webb.
Yep.
It's a shot.
Interesting move.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Good save.
Very good save.
Good step there, Rooney. I'll tell you what, in terms of attackers who approach defensive situations like that, they rush at the player and allow an easy step. I've been trying to teach the under-20s this as well. Approach and break down and make them try and dodge you, We make it easy for them sometimes in those sorts of approaches.
Well, and also I think you're charging at your, say, defender or midi, and you're getting too close, and it's too late to break down. You need to do it, say, 2 metres before. Yeah. And then you can correct and divert them where you want them to go.
Yeah. I reflect you as a riding offensive player. I think you were more of the ilk of, I'm going to go out and try and smash that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, and then I was always good for a good overhead. And if I didn't get that, you were gone. Can't deny it.
Off to the races.
Off to the races. But everyone knew that, and I wasn't afraid to say that. I'm going to make him go that way, and then I'll throw an overhead, and then he's yours.
What, you'd blame someone else for not backing you up? Is that what you'd say?
No, I never blamed. I just was predictable.
Okay. Oh, good. Right.
Well, I sat down with an American coach once, and he told me it was okay to get beaten to a predetermined spot.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, there's some logic behind that.
But I said,
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
It's all good when you're playing defence, but when I'm riding, there's a lot of open space.
Yeah, it didn't apply.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's a block shot.
Yep, Willow there with the block.
And a ground ball from number 5. Andrew Blacklow lookalike. Even that move was Andrew Blacklow-like.
And look at that.
Yeah, beautiful. Moves it on to Riley. Let's see what Riley's going to do. Dodge through one, dodge through with a toe drag through the second, slash from the back. He's going to shoot on the turn. No, he's going to give it to his mate.
Ooh, who's scattering the crowd.
Quick release there, though. Quick release. I'm really impressed. I've been very impressed by Webb there. The way he caught that and released it quickly with a good shot that wasn't saved. It's,
No, you're right. Well, he's having quite a good game, isn't he? With
he is.
That lefty there. He's scored a couple of nice ones, and you're dead right there on the release. That's it's It's also a huge part of our learning curve is our release on our shots.
Always got to have a stick strung that allows him to actually release the ball quickly.
There's the next thing, isn't it?
Not some freaking massive pocket like you used to play with.
Yeah, but I could always release it.
True. Just when you were shooting mainly, though.
Oh, shooting, yeah. No, I certainly had some horrors. Look, I base a lot of it on the Canadians, you know, the John Grant Juniors, the Lyle Thompsons. They have no pocket and they have no whip.
Yep.
But yet, try and get it off them.
Yep.
Whereas we sort of go to the theory of that top shooting string has to be
so loose,
tension tight,
all right,
so that the ball doesn't come out, but you can't pass.
But can't pass it. That's right.
And I think the more we play box, the better our young lads, and we'll get an understanding of that.
Absolutely. Talking about a good passer, there's Ed Pike strolling across the field.
Yeah, young Eduardo, he's...
Salty, version 1, 2024. Yeah. In the Sassy squad here locally in South Australia.
Very nice. Is
he the Sixers squad?
Is he on your retaining list, or you can't divulge that?
I can't divulge, mate. Can't divulge, but I do. I'm looking by the end of the. I won't say any more, but I'm not going to divulge anything.
No, that's all right.
What I will tell you about Ed Pike is he is a magnificent team player.
Oh, Ed is
work rate is massive. Work rate on ball, off ball. Alex Brown, in my view.
You're very, very true. Ed is a very special young man, obviously a Williamstown product.
That's right.
Fortunate enough that they shut down the chiropractic school of Victoria and he moved to South Australia and chose Brighton as his home, which was excellent, but he's certainly shown a lot of our younger players what it takes to go to the next level. He's always down the club either running or shooting. He puts 100% in at practice. And in game days, as you know, he's always there. And just his endeavour and he's just a great person in general,
He's quality, mate. Yeah. Absolutely all round.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a great all-rounder, and you're right, he is very Alex Brownish.
It's the work rate.
It is, yeah.
Ball, willingness to share the ball.
Willing just to be a team player at whatever it takes, whether it's scoring goals or chasing over the midfield line on the ride, it just doesn't faze him, and he's certainly showing our young men what it takes, which is fantastic.
Very salty-like, I like to say. Yeah, very salty-like.
That's a subtle hint, I reckon.
Well, no, I'm just saying. he displays a lot of the attributes that we're looking for to be a salty.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
That's. I'll get it out of here. Here we go. Change of ends, and Brighton on a man up here.
Okay, they're starting in the 1-4-1. Getting around, but Banjack just shutting off that Jason, like you were saying. It's easy to shut these passes off in a 1-4-1.
Well, that's, like I said, that's the only... you got to have some crease guys, and look, you've obviously got two of them in there that can both score. They've shown that today. There's Riley on the...
Step down. That's Willow, isn't it?
That's Willow from the top.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with an outside shot if you get it back.
No, well, they're not going into... Defensively, they're not going into a diamond formation, which is, 1-4-1 you'd think they would normally go into.
Well, that would be the counteract, wouldn't it?
So
Is that when they rotate, defence rotates?
Well, no one's coming up there whatsoever. If I was Willow, I'd probably step down and shoot again. Come on.
Oh, well,
come on.
no.
Okay, don't do it.
Well, they're obviously focusing
on the play.
Yeah, they're obviously focusing on Riley and Tyler here.
That's right. Yeah, that little sort of wheel, would you call it? I don't know if I call it. There it is.
There it is. And
good
another
shot.
great save.
Yeah, good save. Then there's his outlet, straight to Max Williams.
Yep, awesome.
Presents nicely. Oh, they've moved the ball well. They're in a transition opportunity here. Keep the ball hot. Save there from Cam.
Look, here we go.
And an outlet going the other way.
Off to the racetrack.
My neck's not used to this, Mark.
It's because you're usually walking up and down the side.
That's, probably. How is the hip, by the way? You're looking a lot better.
Oh, mate, isn't it? It's amazing what ceramic and titanium can do to your body.
Why didn't you do it a decade ago?
Well, that's the thing is, I've been being a hands-on tradie for a few years, and everyone sort of put it down to I had a bad back and, just deal with it. And then I met a great surgeon. There you go, lovely gold Tyler Mead. I met a lovely spinal surgeon who said to me, no, your back's not great, but your back's not the problem. 3 weeks later, I had a hip replacement. So amazing change. Very, very lucky indeed to work out what's wrong with your body and then get it fixed.
Yeah. So there was a nice little drive there from Webb on the left, and I
Yeah.
think he fared one of the Attenboroughs, I think it was originally, but that didn't come off with a good save, I think, from Liam, but then a good step down there from Tyler Mead.
Yep.
And just from a volume of shots, they start to wear you down, I think, Liam, in the end.
Look, he's seen a few, and
Saw a lot in the State League this year as well.
Absolutely, he did. And look, he did a great job. I mean, I think it's good for Woodville.
Yeah.
You know, because he's obviously going to be around for a while, hopefully.
Well, he might not be around here, though, for long.
You hear inklings.
Well, no, I mean, you know, if we're ever going to get a player to go to a high level in college, you'd think he would be one of those players. Oh,
great
good
bride.
contact there.
Yeah,
good contact.
nothing wrong. That's good lacrosse.
It was.
Someone trying to be a bit
fancy.
That's
That's
just
right.
a good old hip and shoulder to
Absolutely.
stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, he's a bit old school like that. He's old Max.
Yep.
Bit of a meat and potato sort of player.
There you go.
There he is again.
Nice little Mitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, bad luck.
Got a trailing check there, it looks like. That's Clothier. 1 minute. Another chance to look at that man up. Yes, Liam, it'd be good to get him an opportunity to go to the States and develop his game over there, see how that plays out.
Oh, look, it's always a great opportunity to be able to do that. It's, once again, unfortunately, it's just affordability, isn't it?
That's right, it's hard, very, very hard, absolutely. And it's harder for goalies these days as well.
Look, I think it's hard just in general for guys to, oh, there you go, just let him stand and have a shot.
Yep.
I think in general, to get to college now is not what it once used to be.
No, the opportunities are there, but as you said, it's the money.
Well, look, the money is also a part of it, but I think it's when we were doing quite successfully in our World Cups, obviously that opens up a lot of avenues, whereas we've grown with the times. Oh, bad luck, young man.
Yeah.
And those opportunities, unfortunately, slow down. And look, there's multiple opportunities, and we've got young men over there, and we've had young men just come back. And once again, you got to take what you're given, and unfortunately, some of those opportunities aren't in what I would call hotbeds of lacrosse.
No.
But
you've got to take the right opportunities. Yes, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look, you got and look, the endeavour to go and play college lacrosse is obviously something that I had a passion to do.
Yeah.
And was fortunate enough to do it.
And that helped your game. You
Look,
played at a high standard, one of the better Div 2 schools that's going around.
That's right. And I was very lucky, I won't lie, and I had obviously had a successful under-19 program back in the day and had a few college recruiters chase me for a bit, and it all worked out for the better. And look, I won't lie, my 2 years at Catonsville Community College were amazing, and I still keep in contact with a lot of people. And then the next 2 years at Adelphi, we were very fortunate. Well, my next three. Had a bit of a sabbatical there, and ended up coaching 1 year and played in the national title and coached one. So it was a really good opportunity, and just the meeting of the people and the ability to be able to say, not say, but you train 3 hours a day every day. And I think when I coached an under-19 team, we did a bit of a mathematical experiment on how many hours one of our Australian players had played compared to, say, an American or a Canadian or a Haudenosaunee at the time. Yeah. And we reckon that they had played probably at least 5 years more of lacrosse than what our gentlemen had played, because obviously they're training every day.
Yeah, tournaments.
They then go to private coaching potentially. They play in a touring team over summer, where they're going to every single tournament. And
get access to high quality coaching.
They pay. That's. And unfortunately, demographics where we're located in this world doesn't help us. It's getting better though. I won't lie. The airline tickets to America are certainly getting cheaper. But it's that college cost, and the US dollar compared to our Australian dollar is.
Makes it hard as well.
Oh, absolutely. I know that the cost of where I was fortunate enough to go to at Adelphi University, I certainly wouldn't want to pay the bill there now.
No.
And I was lucky enough to not have to pay the bill, thank you.
Yeah. coach helped you out there?
Coach helped me out, and I was lucky enough to have to just find a little bit of money for each semester, which was lovely.
Oh, there you go, Toby. He must have a massive bag in his stick because the ball doesn't come out cleanly there. It's a bounce pass.
No, that's right. He certainly carried it nicely over the centre line there without any fear.
Problems, yeah. It's a fair bit of pressure, but yeah, no, he just sort of strolls over. And he'll be playing State League this afternoon as well, I assume. As well as Bailey Attenborough, I assume, as well.
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I won't lie. I've not seen our lineup.
Right, okay.
No, I'm not 100% sure of what the lineup is there.
In a year or two, I reckon Will Dallison might have to get used to having Webby sharing some time with him down in the left hand.
I think you're right.
Left-hand corner of the offence. 2 lefties.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, great, love it. Absolutely.
I saw a little bit of that at the under-20s.
We did. Well, in fact, in pretty much every every game, we played with 2 lefties.
Yeah. No, there's nothing. I mean, it's certainly not something.
No, it just makes it a bit more difficult for transition, especially out of the face-off. But we weren't winning a whole lot of ball out of the face-off, and if our face-off guy did, he normally got the goals himself anyway. So it wasn't much of a challenge.
I wasn't going to say, but you know what? I won't lie. There wasn't a lot of fast break face-offs throughout that tournament.
No.
I won't lie. There wasn't a dominating, like there were, but they didn't tend to fast break like I would have thought.
No, I think teams are a lot smarter at setting up to try and prevent that these days as well. Offensively and just not just off of the wings. It's not just about what you're doing off the wings. It's
nice.
How you're setting up off, defensively in a.
Well, you're counteracting, aren't you?
Yep.
You know what I mean. You know that if you've lost the first couple of face-offs, that you've got to then counteract that.
Well, the great man has arrived, Tony Watts, just getting his tools of trade, getting ready. The B team, Mark and I, we're going to have to step off soon.
Absolutely. We certainly don't have as many key phrases as Tony.
No, we don't. We've just been warming the crowd up for you, Tony. He's got that little step.
No, look, he
doesn't mind getting to the middle of the field, which is good.
No, he's certainly not afraid of it, is he?
Oh, there's Ethan Napoli. I don't know what he's been doing.
There we go.
The ball over to number 4. Who's number 4 again for Brighton?
Oh, I can't actually remember. There's a few. They're rotating a bit of what I would call rotating the stock here.
Yep.
Getting a few young men on. Here's Henry Raymond.
Pierce. No, sorry, that's the wrong team.
Yeah.
4 is Atts.
4 is Sam Atts.
Sam, is it? Okay. Yep. Drives, kicks it back. Liam approaches.
Yeah.
He's getting a little bit adventurous now.
Well,
now comes 18. He breaks down okay as well.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. Keeps him at stick length. That's good. There's Max and Ethan. Down to Banjak. Here we go. Good contest. Great. That first contact there gets him in a bit of a reverse V hold. They had the slide coming as well. Well defended there.
Yeah, and like I said before, the backside help was there from
That's
5 able for him to slide.
That's it.
Didn't quite. Oh, here we go. Mitch Webb.
Good save. Good ground ball. Good shot. Good save. Good the cross.
Yes.
Number 4 for Woodville. Here we go. Max comes up the ground ball. Been working hard all day. Tyler rides pretty hard. Yep, and fell pretty hard.
Yeah.
There's Ethan. Keeps the ball hot. Moving it to Rooney. One more pass, I suggest. There it is. Oh, bad luck, but he's going to get another chance. Good ground ball. Oh, is it still on? Yeah,
they've still got numbers. They've still got numbers.
He took a long shot.
Yeah.
Bounce
Wasn't bad. Hit the goal.
Yeah. And Xander comes up with the ground ball. Slings it. Okay.
Not a bad. Oh, and I think we got Zach Parrish here with a short stick.
Okay, all right.
Typical defender, glory seeking.
Oh,
just kidding.
Probably didn't need that one.
No.
Well, I would go to goals a long part. Didn't need a short stick.
Yeah, that's what I would prefer. I reckon you shoot harder.
Absolutely. And then Rooney's going to make one more pass. They're going to finish this one. No. Was that a post or a save?
I think it was a combo.
Okay. And no backup.
No backup. Killer, no backup.
A couple of transition opportunities there, not taken advantage of. I wish I could see the score. Get those kids out of the way of the scoreboard.
I think it might be 11-2.
Yeah, I think it,
I think, here we go.
Yep.
Oh.
Good ride there again from Max. No, but I think he may have picked up a penalty in the process.
2.
Oh. What's that for? What's that?
Oh, I think he...
Was that unsportsmanlike?
I want to say, but I don't know why.
Bit of frustration creeping in.
Must have said something. Oh.
Oh, there we go. The defence is really coming out now.
Well,
which
they're
is
pressing,
good.
aren't they?
That's right. That's good.
They've got to, I think,
right.
at this point of the
And they're a
game.
man down as well, but they're having a crack. Go, keep going. Just have a go.
Well, you got 2 minutes.
Yeah, look at Liam. He's urging them.
Yeah.
He's stepping up. He's using both of his hands, urging him to get going.
He certainly...
That's as to your point before. If you can make the man up, move the ball 5 or 6 times,
correct,
then that's a win. And there's an opportunity for a mistake.
And
if you're moving the ball, there's opportunities for mistakes.
Absolutely.
Which almost happened there.
Well, the more you make them move it,
and outside of the pattern that they want,
correct,
and especially these younger sort of guys, they're probably they're regimented more like in their man up. They wouldn't see those opportunities to merge out of it. It's a good tactic if you've got the guys who can do it. I think there's an element of holding the ball, though, from Brighton here as well.
Yeah. Oh, Willow.
What's going to happen here? Liam, he loves getting involved.
Well, he certainly looks like he wants to press here, and I think he is.
He is.
He's definitely out.
Out he goes, out he goes. No, he'll be getting back in. Is he going to take the shot?
Of course he is.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Wow, that could have easily been a turnover, though. Liam could have just picked that up and didn't have a lot of velocity on it and off you off to the races.
Just enough.
Yep.
Just enough to get past him. But look, I definitely love Liam's endeavour there, trying to create something out of a man-down situation.
Yeah.
And you're right, he could have almost got that.
Agreed. Rooney versus Key, am I right in saying? Yes,
I think you are, yep.
I think you might have twittered there before.
Oh, yeah.
Good win.
Oh, it is what it is. Now Toby Virgo, here we go.
Yeah, this could be a good contest. See what happens here. Yeah, oh, well done. Oh. Puts his long pie under pressure, though.
That's a nice ground ball.
It was a good ground ball. There's a bit there in number 18 for Woodville defensively as well. A bit to work with. Here comes Clothier. He's
nice
making
moves.
a good moves to the cage.
Oh,
nice goal.
Oh, very nice.
Nice. Unsettled sort of situation. Took advantage of it.
Got to the middle of the field.
He did.
Took a shot.
That's right.
Went in. Nothing wrong with that.
Brother of Zach Clothier, the tall timber that plays for Woodville's Men's State League. Great family, the Clothiers.
Yes, he is a tall young man, isn't he?
He is. Coached him for a year at Glenelg. Woodville had a few guys come and play for us.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, no, lovely. I think I coached him in a state team many moons ago.
There we go. Here we go. Rooney.
Yeah, he's
oh, geez, I think he may have played for that a little bit, but he created a contest there, almost won it outright.
I think that was just, you could probably put that down to a bit of clumsiness right there.
Yeah. Come on, Toby, let's have a crack, see what happens.
Yeah.
Come on. Sorry. There's Zach Parrish, a short stick midi D.
Yeah, that's
He's probably trying to get his stocks rise as a Sixers player or something like that, potentially.
Calling out to become a salty, maybe.
No, he's not in the draft.
Oh, isn't he?
No.
Xander Kamak getting, oh,
there we go. And that's Ethan Napoli.
There you go, there he is.
Right corner, yeah. So what have we got now? 12-4.
12-4.
Just putting a couple of late ones on, adding some respectability. Here comes my man Max onto the side. Here we go. Is that Tyler Mead?
Tyler Mead in the face.
Off against Morris.
Yep.
This will be an interesting
Toby
contest.
Virgo and then young Alfie McLaughlin right here.
Okay.
Brighton.
Oh, one of the McLaughlins.
Yep.
Right you are. Morris has got the clamp here, I reckon. No, he hasn't. I'm wrong.
Oh,
but he's moved. But Mead tried to take the exit out the back.
Yeah, no, he certainly thought he had it.
Yeah. Toby wants this.
He does, doesn't he?
He's keen. Well, he's just under 16. He's an ASPAC champion gold medalist.
That's right.
Two-way player.
Yep.
It's witty. Very witty-like. Willow Webb,
Raymond.
Ground ball contest.
Yep.
Liam's out of his cage just for something different. And created the turnover. We'll give him a CTA for that.
Oh.
Not often you get a CTA stat for your goalie.
No, you wouldn't think of that happening too often, but...
Now he's going to go coast to coast.
Yep.
He's trying to could draw a penalty here.
Well, yes.
Oh,
Oh, and he has.
he has, yeah.
What the hell, Will?
Oh, jeez, this looks really quite unnecessary.
Correct. And,
Oh, no. Oh, well, we don't really need to commentate on this.
no.
Young men doing silly things.
Oh, good, Connor!
You know, it's an unfortunate way to end this game.
Well, yeah, to make the handshake a bit interesting.
Yeah. I think we probably become a little bit more have a bit more perspective on the sport in general, Mark.
Well, here we go. This is a disappointing thing right here,
Yeah.
because obviously,
That's right. Now they have to.
well, Liam.
Another poor sucker has to stand in goals.
Correct. I've been watching a lot of the Man Cup this week. I don't know whether you follow much Canadian or box lacrosse, but
on the outskirts. But
I'll tell
I
you-
did see the footage.
oh my lord, I tell you, that is a brutal game.
Yeah. What if you're on the field or and off the field?
Well, and off the field apparently at one game, but
that's what I was talking about.
Look, Six Nations,
Yeah,
the Salmon Bellies. It's been a good contest.
yeah. Were you watching that? If I might.
Oh, I've just been getting highlights, mate.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
didn't.
right, yeah,
I've got that many subscriptions, as I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I've just been getting some YouTube highlights and
Yeah. Well, there's a bit of a story about that, in that some of the, I'm not sure it was Canadians or Haudenosaunee kids, didn't actually elect to play for their countries because they were playing in Man Cup. That's how important it is to them, the Man Cup.
Well, I think you're talking about the Minto Cup.
Minto Cup was it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
so
okay.
that was
Right,
it was
sorry.
both those
Right,
teams
sorry.
that you mentioned.
Right.
I was told
Yeah.
that there were some Canadians and some Haudenosaunee young men that chose not to represent their countries.
Yep. And we're not having a crack there. We just
Oh, no,
making
no.
the point of how serious those
Look,
competitions are.
They certainly take the box lacrosse very seriously.
Yeah.
And what I find sort of amazing in some respects is there's a lot of players playing in the Man Cup that aren't playing in the PLL anymore,
Yeah,
which
right.
I find to be quite interesting. I mean, you look at just one, Lyle Thompson,
Yeah.
Josh Byrne,
Yep.
Dane
Josh
Smith.
Byrne, what a player. Yeah.
And quality
Yeah.
players have just chosen to play Man Cup over PLL, which I find not interesting, but it would be a great conversation to ask why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably, even if they're playing PLL, it's not their day job. They still have to have a day job, is what I suspect.
Yes.
And so they probably say, well, I can make the same sort of money playing MLL. So,
Yes.
yeah, why not just do that?
Yeah,
They're probably the
correct.
game they grew up with and they love the most.
Well, you think of those, the three I just mentioned then, they're very good box lacrosse players.
Yeah, they are.
Not that Lyle and Josh and Dana,
Weren't good field players.
they're pretty good field players at the same price, but
Yep.
I do think their passion is with box.
Yeah.
This will be interesting to see what the call is here. Henry?
Yeah, I've kind of lost interest, I have to be honest with you, Mark. It didn't really impress me.
No, I didn't think so either. I think a behind the play activity, and then I just think it's sad someone feels like they have to run 30 yards to get involved.
Yeah, agreed. These kids would know each other pretty well from under 15 state championships and from under 18 state championships.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what makes it interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Of where that sort of comes from.
that's right. Now that I've stepped away and coached another club for a period of time,
Yep.
it has given me another perspective on. I love the club. The club cultures are fantastic.
Yep.
Club communities are fantastic. But again, when you and again getting at that higher level, the Australian level, you start to appreciate all the clubs,
Yes.
rather than just your own club. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally.
And
You got to, don't you?
And
Because
that's right, because that's what the role, that's where your position is. That's
Yeah.
right. But I've really enjoyed, and I've So travelling this year, I got the opportunity to travel and see club games in other states because of part of the under-20 process. So I got the opportunity to see Malvern and Caulfield play. I got the opportunity to see it live. I got the opportunity to see East Fremantle and Wembley play live.
Yep.
And other Eltham versus Footscray I got to see, and really enjoyed just learning more about the culture, the clubs and the club cultures in the other states and other clubs in general.
Well, you bring up a really good thing. It's an interesting game today in Melbourne, isn't it? State League final.
Yeah, I'd love to be there watching that.
Malvern Williamstown.
Absolutely. You will be able to watch it. It'll be streamed live. Malvern will stream it live.
Absolutely.
That's a bit of commentary there as well.
And, well, that hasn't happened in a while. It's been, unfortunately, a little bit traditional like what we've had here in SA. We've had a few teams rotate through, but it's predominantly over the last years, Glenelg, Brighton. And it's typically been Footscray, Williamstown. For Malvern to knock them off last week.
Convincingly as well.
Absolutely, very convincingly. I don't know whether we'll have enough players on the field to continue here.
If it was me, I think I'd just call it.
Well, I think, I don't know what they're going to do here.
They've still only got 2 players in the boxes.
Yes, but they've ejected a few.
Oh, have they?
Yes.
All right, sorry, I lost.
So I think young Liam, number 14, and I think number 13 have been asked to leave the box area. And I think from the Brighton side, I think Willow Lim, number 7, has been asked to leave the arena.
Number 18's been asked to leave.
Well,
I tell you what, I certainly hope that the coaches don't allow these players to celebrate these actions and this outcome, because there's no honour in this whatsoever.
Well, no, there's not. And it certainly is not I know it's, you're not having the greatest of game at 12-4, but from a perspective as a spectator, it's certainly not what we want to see from our young men, especially looking forward. And you mentioned it before, the potential for under-20s and state teams and Australian teams. It's not a good look if your persona is you wish to fight.
That's right. I wonder what's happening in the other grounds. So there's that women's Div 1.
That's women's Div 1 over there.
Has that just started, am I right?
No, I think that's about the same time as this game.
Oh, right. I wonder what the score is.
Oh, nice.
And then we've got Div 2 men warming up over there.
Yep.
And there was a Glenelg, Brighton, Div 2 women.
Yes, that's just finished, I think.
And who won that?
I don't know. I can have a look over. I'm not sure. Stall call's interesting. Lovely day at Woodville, isn't it?
Well, it is perfect, mate.
We were joking before. We all remember many years ago now. It's a long time ago when we had a storm on grand final day here.
What a day. I was standing in about this exact spot, just probably 5 metres down there it was.
Yeah, but you would have been wet.
So hypothermic.
Yes.
Now the game's finished.
Game's over.
Why do we even bother?
So, I don't know why they continue that on.
Yeah. I should have just called it.
Correct.
Congratulations, Brighton.
Yeah, well done. It was
too good on the day. Yep.
Well, it was a good game until that part of it.
Yeah. Who was your MVP for that game, do you reckon, across both teams?
Look, I'd probably say, Riley Attenborough had a great game. I think young Mitch Webb was up there. I think number 9, is it Rooney for Woodville?
Yes.
I think he had a game, but I don't know who chooses it and how they do it. So, but I think you obviously look at your face-off bloke.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
We're done.
It's been great. We're stepping off. The great man needs his space to
Yes.
call the next game coming up, which is the women's grand final.
Awesome.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Henry.
See ya.